I'm delighted to be with you on the launch of the World AIDS Day campaign, which will culminate on the 1st of December on World AIDS Day. Greetings from UNAIDS, the joint UN team on AIDS, comprising our 11 co-sponsors and all other UN agencies. Honorable Chairperson, Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, I want to begin my statement with a story of a 14-year-old girl living with HIV, whom we will call Amma. Amma not only contracted HIV from her mother during childbirth, but on top of that, lost her mother as well. Having been at the mercy of extended family members since birth, one can only imagine the difficult circumstances Amma has had to go through, more so as a person who has been living with HIV since infancy. Thankfully, despite high levels of rejection and stigma by family members who had been caring for Amma, she was linked to HIV treatment at an early age and has been adherent. Her caregivers always assisted her in taking her medication, which would fight HIV in her body. Now, at 14 years, and finally understanding the actual scope of her condition, for the very first time, her healthcare provider tells her that on her next appointment, she will undergo a special test called a viral load test. Her care provider went on to explain that if the results of the test come back undetectable, it will mean that she is fully in control of her HIV infection, and that will be evidence that she has been adherent to her treatment all these years. Further, it will mean that the chance of her passing HIV to others will be eliminated. Amma quickly realizes what this means for her. All the questions she's been asking herself about her future, whether she will be able to marry, have children, live a near normal life as a person living with HIV, seem to depend on her viral load results. Amma was elated and cannot wait for her next appointment to get her viral load test done. But then, as time approaches, on her next visit to the clinic, COVID-19 emerges, requiring various lockdown protocols. Amma is unable to visit her health facility and realizes she will not be able to obtain her next refill of antiretroviral drugs. Also, she will not have this very important viral load test done. Amma is devastated and can only hope that the healthcare facility will come up with innovative ways to ensure uninterrupted services so she can have her life-saving antiretroviral drugs, as well as her viral load tests done. Amma's future depends on uninterrupted access to these drugs and all the associated services, regardless of the emergence of other pandemics. Amma can only hope for the best. Mr. Chairperson, Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, as we launch the 2021 World AIDS Day campaign, we have a lot to celebrate, and we are grateful as we think of the many achievements of the AIDS response in Ghana. And I want to applaud all of you who have been working hard and giving your best despite the challenges. Let us also remember the Ammas in the country who are looking up to you and me to end inequalities, end AIDS, end pandemics. This is what leaving no one behind means. going beyond the current achievements and intentionally seeking to find persons who are being left behind and bringing solutions to their problems. The new Global AIDS Strategy, entitled End AIDS and Inequalities, clearly outlines that the way to end inequalities is to put people at the center of the response. This is the only way that we can get the world on track to end AIDS by 2030 as a public health threat. The statistics of new HIV infections remind us of the need to still focus on HIV prevention education. Basic facts on HIV prevention should be known by as many Ghanaians as possible. And interventions for HIV prevention and the elimination of mother-to-child transmission should continue to receive the fullest attention. No child in Ghana should be born HIV positive. And young ones, adolescents living with HIV, should have uninterrupted access to all the care they need. Focusing on 14-year-old AMA, persons living with HIV, especially adolescents, young women, young ones, and key and vulnerable populations, will ensure that no one is left behind. Honorable Chairperson, Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, as stakeholders, the onus is on us to do all we can to end inequalities, end AIDS, and end pandemics. Let us get this done. Let us have a fruitful World AIDS Day campaign. Thank you very much for your attention.